Well, it's winter in Ohio again, and my muffler's kind of loud, so I'm going to do a drive time story time. Back when I lived in that mansion, the tough guy mansion, as it was dubbed, there was two funny houses that lived across the street. There was a frat house, and right next door to that, there was a group home for adults with like just mental disability. But it was a co-ed house, and I got great joy out of both. Back in those days, I will just say provided services, and I would provide services to the frat house across the street. And one evening or one early morning, like at 2 or 3 in the morning, one of my roommates wakes me up and is like, "Hey, there's frat boys at the door. Do you want to wake up and provide services?" And I was like, "Fuck no, get the fuck out of here," you know? So I was up, and I had a BB gun, from childhood that moved with me around. It was just fun to have. And so I shot out their porch light. And then that became a thing. Every time they would replace it, I would shoot it out. And one night, they caught me. And they were like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, what are you going to do, motherfucker? Nothing. And I kept shooting it out until they eventually stopped replacing the bulb. And then the group home next door, they were hilarious. They were good people, man. They just walked the neighborhood smoking cigarettes and shit. But at least once a month, they would set something in the group home on fire, and the fire department would have to come, and they would all be outside in their robes, just smoking while the fucking fire department was doing their thing. There was this one lady who was stuck in the 80s, and she swore that she was Axl Rose's girlfriend, and she dressed the part, she had the hair, and she would just march up and down the street smoking and drinking fucking Pepsi. Another guy looked like his face was made out of clay, and we called him Clayface.